Hey, what's up guys? So I have wanted to make this video for a while now, and I really want to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to try to fit them all into this video without making this video too long, and I don't want to spend too much time focusing on one point. I just kind of want to give an overview of all three of these. But I want to talk about ELO Hell, which is something that you hear thrown around a lot. Essentially the idea that you cannot get out of a rank and that it is not your fault that you can't get out of a rank. That is just beyond wrong. Number two thing that I want to talk about is the overuse of duelists and why I personally think that having 3 to even 4 duelists is just an absolutely terrible idea. Sometimes you can get away with 3 duelists. I really highly don't want to have 3 duelists on my team, and I say it on stream all the time, and people say, oh no, there's nothing wrong with having 3 duelists. I will explain to you why I don't like 3 duelists right now. And then the third thing I do just want to touch on is trying to improve yourself. All right, so I'm going to try to go through this quick. For those of you who don't know who I am or have not seen my channel, I am Plat 3 right now. I spent almost all this season in Diamond 2. Last season was Diamond 1 to Diamond 3, and the season before that was Plat 2 to Diamond 1. One game in in Diamond 1. But so like, I played the majority of my games in Diamond 2, and I also play with when I am in Diamond, most of these games are with Immortals. I know that there is no Immortal on here or even any Diamond 3 on here, but I have a good friend of mine that I play with who is Immortal, so I get into a lot of Immortal lobbies. So I have played everything from the low ranks to the high ranks. I haven't played anything under Gold. I've never played Silver, Bronze, Iron, or anything like that. But I've played everything from Gold to Immortal, obviously. I think I've played a game with a Radiant, but that's besides the point. So going into the match history, I'm going to try to go through this really quickly. All right, this is my current match history. This is just, just raw, unedited. This is what it is, right? So my last game that I just played, I played Sage. Went 24-15 team MVP. We won in overtime. My duelists, we had 3 of them. Went 11-20 with 1 first blood. 16-20 with 3 first bloods, not bad. 17-21 with 1 first blood. As duelists, these first bloods should be the highest, right? The fact that I'm playing Sage, I have 4 first bloods and 4 plants, which means I am carrying the spike when we're on offense. I am planting, I am diffusing. And to be clear, these 2 diffuses were not like, here, you grab the diffuse because, your Sage res. No, this was literally me in 1v2, 1v3s, clutching and then diffusing. Which is why, if you look at the deaths, 20, 20, 21, 20, 15. That's kind of sad. But in any case, yeah, so this is this game. We did manage to win in overtime, but the fact that I had the most kills, the less deaths, the most assists, the highest econ rating, the most first bloods, the most plants, and the most diffuses over top of 3 duelists is kind of sad. Noob was doing really well at 21-20. All right, let's go on to the next game. So this was a loss. We got absolutely destroyed 4-13. I played a duelist, 20-15 with an 81 econ rating, 0 first bloods. My teammates went 7-16, 7-15, 8-14, 9-13. Only person positive here at 20-15. That's sad. I did have 1 plant, no first bloods though. Granted, we only had like 4 rounds of offense, but going on to the next game. So that was Icebox, then that was Ascent, and then this was Split. We lost 5-13, again team MVP with 20-16. I had 3 first bloods. The first bloods were pretty nice here. We had 4 on the Phoenix and 3 on the Omen. 4-17, 5-17, 9-15, 15-14, positive, I like it, and 20-16 with 6 assists. Going on to the next game. This was a 13-2 win. This was awesome. Love this. I went 18-9 with 3 first bloods. My teammates went 8-9, 8-9, 15-11, 19-7, 19-7, and 18-9. This was a really good game. We were doing really well, even though it looks like the Viper and the Omen weren't doing much at both 8 and 9. Viper had 7 plants. That's awesome. She was doing her job really well. Plus, she had 2 first bloods, and the Omen was smoking and flashing for us. So this was a really, really good game. Going on to the 13-4 win. 24-14 with team or match MVP. 8 first bloods. Really using the duelist right there to a maximum, I guess you could say. 17-8, 14-9, 14-5, 6-10. Also another really good game. Obviously, we won 13-4. Yeah, there's that. Then we go on to what was next. 13-7 win. Went 28-15 with 3 first bloods and 2 plants. And my teammates went 17-10, 14-18, 14-14, 13-16. Obviously, if you're winning a game 13-7 or anything better than that, obviously no one's going to be doing absolutely terrible because it's just there's not enough times to die. All right, so there's all those. Then we have this loss. I did not play well this game, right? It happens. Not everyone plays well. I went 18-23 with 3 first bloods. And we did have both our duelists doing really well. Good job. Good job to them. Cypher really struggling at 8-23. Then what's next? This, yes. Another look at a game that should not have gone the way it did, right? We got 28-16 with 4 first bloods and 2 plants as an omen. We have a Jet at 5-10 with 1 first blood. She was our only duelist, and part of the reason we lost this game, part of the reason, is because she was not performing as our only duelist entering for our team. She was playing very poorly. It happens. You lose the game. 11-15, 10-18, 19-17. Sova and I were the only 2 people to go positive. Sova did really well with 6 first bloods. Good to him. And then let's see, 10-15 loss. Yeah, this was just terrible. I went 10-15, which is pretty terrible. We lost 2-13, and my teammates went 8-15, 8-14, 7-12, and 6-14. Yeah. Duelists going 7-14 and 7-12, not entering for the team. Yeah, I guess Reyna did to a certain extent. She had 2 first bloods, but I remember playing this game. They were not entering. They were just kind of roaming around doing their own thing. This was a really uncoordinated game where we were all losing our gunfights, and we lost 2-13. Then 27-18. Again, match MVP. Actually, yeah, match MVP. 4 first bloods as Omen with a only duelist being a Jet at 17-16 with 3 first blood. She was doing pretty well. This really hurt us. Sova at 4-18, 9 assists, 12 assists on him, but 4-18. That's a struggle, right? And then last one, I went 15-16. This was a pretty bad game for me. I was struggling here, but our Reyna and our Phoenix and our Raze were all doing really well here. 8 first bloods on Reyna, 26-16. She did really well. What can I learn from looking at all of that? So, number 1, people talk about elo hell. All right, well, I won 5 games, and I lost 6 games in my last in this little group. I don't know about before that. 5-6, and I got team or match MVP. Sorry, let me take a drink real quick. Whew. Team or match MVP 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. So it looks like elo hell, right? It looks like, man, I am just getting team and match MVP over and over and over again. I am putting in all this work. I did have a couple of bad games in there, but for the most part, I'm popping off almost every single game, and I'm losing more than I'm winning. How in the world could this be possible? Sorry, my mouth is so dry. Well, I can tell you right now. Let's look at every single game that I lost, excluding the 10-15. 20-15. All right, I'm going to tell you right now, I could have done better. Like, right off the bat, I could have done better. I died 15 times. I didn't get a single first blood. I could have take all 15 of these deaths and take all 15 of those, and those could have been kills. That's 35 to 0. I could sit here and blame the 4 people who have less than 10 kills. But in reality, if I really want to get better at this game, and you as a player, because, you know, take this and put it on your own games, sit down and look at your career. It literally only takes 2 minutes. Sit down and look at your career. Sure, I could blame all of my teammates for not doing well. Or if I actually want to get better at the game, I could sit here and go, okay, well, almost everyone has some sort of GeForce experience or recording software, Streamlabs OBS, something on their computer that allows them to record their gameplay. I really suggest you sit down and just record one of your games and then sit through and watch it. Obviously, you can skip through, you know, in between rounds and stuff. But I mean, seriously, sit down and watch every single round of your game. I do this all the time. See what you did wrong. Don't look at your teammates, right? Don't look at what your teammates did wrong. See how you were playing off your teammates. Don't focus on what your teammates are doing wrong. Focus on what you are doing wrong, because I promise you, every single game you play, I don't care if you win 13-0 and you go fucking 30-1, unless you have a perfect flawless game, you could have done better, right? There is always something to learn off any game that you play. So look at this and go, okay, I died 15 times, and a lot of these rounds that we lost, I didn't get a kill, right? Right here, round 4. I had a Phantom and Heavy Shield. I didn't get a single kill. I could have won us that round. And one round doesn't seem like a whole lot, but one round can shift an entire game, right? One kill, one round can shift an entire game. It hurts the other team's eco. By you winning that round, the other team might have to save versus being able to buy that round. And it can really, really help change the shape of a game. So sit down and look at these rounds that you lost, right? We lost a lot of rounds here. Figure out what you did wrong. Because clearly, even in a round where this last round, I got 3 kills with a Spectre, I could have done better, right? I could have gotten 4 kills. I could have gotten, 5 kills. Find out where you died and figure out what you did wrong there. People focus so much on, okay, how do I get better? Well, I just got to improve my aim. Aim is a part of it. Working in aim labs, Kovacs, deathmatch, and the practice range, and trying to really hone in your aim, hone in your sensitivity, and get better at the game from an aim and mechanical standpoint is really, really important. I would argue personally that it is even more important to have better game sense and understanding of what your faults are, what you do wrong in rounds. Again, every single one of these losses, I could have done better. So the only one that I can blame is me, right? I could have done better. Sure. Where was this game? Hold on. Let's find the right game. I think it was this one. All right, I could sit here and blame my Sova all day long and yell at my Sova during the game, but it's not going to do anything. It's not going to help him play better if I just get mad at him. What will help me play better and help me win more games is if I take my 18 deaths and go, okay, what did I do wrong there, and how can I improve this, right? That is huge in helping you get better at the game. So there's that, right? That's what this looks like. Again, if you want to get better at the game, if you feel like you're in elo hell and it is your teammates' faults that you are losing games, just remember that you are not perfect and you have room to improve no matter what rank you are. I don't care if you're in Radiant. I get this all the time. People hop into my chat and say that they're Radiant, that they're Immortal 3, whatever. Most of them aren't, and they're joking. But for those few people who may stumble across this video and you are Radiant, just realize that you're not perfect. Even the best players in the world are not perfect, and there is something to learn from every single game you play. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'd appreciate it if you leave a like, comment, subscribe. I know this video is pretty long. If you did make it to the end of the video, I commend you. But if not, well, then I guess you're not here. So y'all take it easy.